Let's talk about steak, baby. All right. We've just done this lovely little bean salad over here. I've got it half plated up. By itself looks amazing, but I know there's going to be some people out there because we're Aussies, love a bit of meat. So I'm going to show you how to cook a really quick, simple steak. I've bought a beef rump steak. It's nice and cheap. It's nice and affordable, and it is, you know, the kind of thing that you can have in a stir fry or whatever. I'm just going to do it as a grade A lovely steak today. Don't bother taking it out of the box when you put some olive oil on it. Just use this box as your own little marinating dish. Pat it with a little bit of olive oil. Season both sides with a pinch of salt. This is quite fine salt, so it probably looks like quite a lot, but it's really not that much at all. Just get a little bit on both sides. And then I've got a pan over here. Most importantly, this steak is at room temperature now. It's been sitting out of the fridge for about probably an hour, so it's at room temp. So if you'll come home at night for dinner, come through the door, get that steak out of the fridge, go and do your business, and then come back to the steak when you're ready to cook. So come on over here. As you can see, with this pan nice and hot over here, screaming hot, with the exhaust fans on full. Let's see what happens. That steak's going in there. Super simple. And we're going to focus on cooking a nice sort of medium rare steak, which is going to, for this thickness, it's going to take about, I would say, 2.5 to 3 minutes on either side. And then the most important thing I'm going to show you is resting the steak. So I'm going to leave that there, and we'll come back in a minute's time when we flip it over. So we're looking good. All right, we've been cooking for about 2 minutes on one side. You can see we've got a lovely little crust on there. Give it a flip. With the rump steak, there's a little bit more fat, so you want to be able to, you know, cook it just above medium rare, so you start to render down that fat. But if you're cooking like a Scotch fillet or an eye fillet, absolutely you can be doing this rare. Cook it to your liking. What we're going to see as we're cooking this one is when it gets to about medium, or just under medium, you'll start seeing some of the blood come to the surface. It's a very good tip, but a really good one for checking how your steak's done right is if you grab your fingers like this and you're just going to poke your thumb there. So say that's completely sort of raw, that filling there. If you grab your first finger and you're poking your steak, that will feel about sort of rare to mid-rare. Second finger, kind of medium rare, that amount of spring. Third finger, medium. Fourth finger, knackered. Knackered and well done. So that's a really good way. If you're feeling your thumb there and that's the kind of spring you're getting, that's about where your steak's at. Little chef tip for you. All right, it's the most important part of cooking a steak. When it's cooked, take it out, pop it on a plate for half the amount of time that you cooked your steak for. Because at the moment, when you put it on the grill, imagine what would happen if you went into a hot plate. You go like that. All the muscles and the fibers are tightening up and they're forcing all the juices out. So that's when you see someone cut a steak too early and their plate's covered in like red juices. What you want to be doing is when you rest it, you can all relax and it can kind of, that juice can incorporate throughout the steak again. So you're left with something that is juicy when you cut it and doesn't leave the plate all messy, it leaves it dry. So we're going to rest that for about 2-3 minutes and we'll slice it up, finish off our dish. Alright, so I've just been resting this steak for a couple of minutes. It might not be perfect restaurant quality, but this is like everyday food. So what you can do probably with a rump, take that fat off because it's, you know, cooking a medium rare steak, it's not going to be completely rendered down. I'd recommend cutting a steak against the grain, so if it's going this way, the grain of the meat, slice it on an angle that way. And as you can see, we've got this beautiful blushing medium rare steak, which is not spreading juice all over the place. So what I'll do, I'll probably take a handful of that, pop it on here, and you've just turned a lovely little, you know, lunchtime salad into a dinner time dish. That looks pretty phenomenal, and I would pay money for that, but I'm not going to.